title of U.S. CQM Forecast Alert on November 6, 2020 is Possible Emergence of a U.S. President who cannot use the word fairness. These are the main economic indicators updated in this week's CQM and PCA forecast. The U.S. economy is forming a strong upward trend on both the expenditure and income sides. A V-shaped economic recovery will be maintained, but there is a big political risk. Joe Biden himself confessed, "We have put together the most extensive and inclusive voter fraud organization in the history of American politics." Breakdown of Detroit votes. Democrats have no choice but to mail-in voting because the dead cannot go to the ballot. It is a mail ballot, not a letter from heaven. It is unclear if the right to vote can be taken to heaven. At Detroit, 3 cars suddenly brought in ballots in the middle of the night, all of them with at least 130,000 votes for Biden. Republicans cannot be involved in this ballot counting. This is a vote flow for Trump and Biden in Wisconsin. Like Michigan, Biden could get more votes whenever he was about to lose, but this is statistically impossible. Who can believe that more than 70% of the population are registered voters in 8 states? To increase the number of Biden votes, Democrats must first increase the number of registered voters with the dead and those who have moved out of state. Democrats can increase Biden votes as much as they want, but not beyond the population. The number of votes increased by 1% in 47 minutes at midnight, and Biden was successfully reversed. However, the total number of votes calculated from here is 3.3 times as much as the state population. Conclusion from this week's US CQM Forecast Alert. We may be optimistic about the continuation of the V-shaped economic recovery. On the other hand, there are risks from politics. Biden, who was elected in a flawed election, is a president who cannot speak of fairness. Decent world statesmen never trust him. Therefore, his friend will be Xi Jinping. This is a great risk to the world economy and politics. This slide shows additional information about the original developer of CQM, theoretical papers, and this week's CQM report.